This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
I have an announcement to make. The Chicago Bears will not be trading for MICAH Parsons. I don't know why this rumor continues to persist, but I'm letting you guys know I do not believe there's any chance that the Bears will be trading for Cowboys star pass rusher Micah Parsons. Meanwhile, though, back to reality, the Bears have been making some roster cuts. On offense, they've already released Ja'Tyre Carter, Jerome Carvin, Peter LeBlanc, and John Jackson III. And on defense, we've released Michael Dwumfor, Jalen Hutchins, Javin White, Paul Moala, and Quindell Johnson. This is just the start of roster moves to come. Nothing surprising so far. Not a single person released so far that I even had on the roster bubble. All of these moves were expected. The two biggest names were Ja'Tyre Carter and Quindell Johnson. I want to talk a little bit more about both those guys, but before I do that, I want to thank BetUS for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in the description below to get a 150% match bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
Ja'Tyre Carter had a pretty good preseason, and he was a Ryan Poles draft pick in 2022. He played 13 games and had 2 starts in his last 2 seasons. I thought Carter played well when he got thrown into the lineup. He was a high school point guard, a very athletic guy, and he had a great showing at the Senior Bowl. I always liked his game, and now I hope he lands somewhere else. I do think Carter is good enough to get interest from some other teams, or he could come back and join the practice squad. And then Quindell Johnson actually had an interception for us last year and played in 9 games, but mostly on special teams. He's a hard-hitting box safety that's just 24 years old. I really like his potential, but he was invisible this year in camp and preseason. I'd still like to see him come back to the practice squad, though. But this was just the tip of the iceberg, as the Bears still have more than 25 players still to cut. But again, I'll give you the full list of players we've cut so far, as well as the players that have went to the injured reserve. There are still going to be a flurry of moves made by tomorrow afternoon. There have already been some surprise cuts and moves around the NFL. The Packers traded for quarterback Malik Willis from the Titans. He's going to back up Jordan Love. The Lions cut Donovan Peoples-Jones. The Seahawks even traded for Trevis Gibson, former Bear. Keith Randolph is another guy that was already cut. I do hope he comes back to the practice squad, but he did not impress me this preseason. Stay tuned, guys. I will be back to cover all of the roster moves that go down. Thanks again to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. Remember to hit that like button for me. Stay tuned, and until next time, bear down.